The question is simple, yet eternal. What gave humans the power to bend the night to their will? Was it the spark of fire that first tore the darkness apart, or the modern energy that lights our cities today? In the silence of a world 4.6 million years ago, the answer was raw, immediate, and alive with danger. Survival was not about comfort, but about conquering the void between light and shadow, warmth and cold, life and death. And in that void, fire was not just a tool, it was a god. The savanna lies under the weight of twilight, its horizon stretching wide and merciless. A clan of early hominins moves cautiously, their bodies tense against the chill of approaching night. They huddle together, eyes darting toward the darkness where predators lurk unseen. The air is heavy with the scent of dry grass and dust. The earth cracked from relentless heat. Yet, as the sun disappears, the warmth vanishes with it, replaced by a creeping cold that seeps into their bones. Hunger gnaws, fear lingers. Their world is fragile, poised on the edge of extinction with every setting sun. Then a storm comes, lightning rips the heavens, spearing the ground in blinding flashes. Dry branches ignite, and the night erupts in flame. The clan startles, recoiling with primal terror at the burning spectacle. The crackle of fire is alien, the light too fierce, too alive. Yet curiosity wars with fear. Slowly, with trembling steps, they edge closer, the flames dancing in their wide, unblinking eyes. One reaches out, a stick, hesitates, then pulls it back, scorched and smoking. The fire hisses a living beast that cannot be touched yet, can be tamed. The flames spread across the grass, devouring, transforming night into day. And here, in this moment, survival shifts. Fire drives back the predators that stalk the shadows, its light a shield against unseen eyes. The clan gathers around the perimeter of flame, their shivers replaced with cautious warmth. For the first time, the cold cannot claim them so easily. For the first time, they are not helpless beneath the stars. Fire is danger, but it is also salvation. The rhythm of their existence begins to change. Around the fire, food is roasted, softened, made digestible in ways their teeth alone could not achieve. Bellies fill more easily, bodies grow stronger, nights stretch longer. By firelight, gestures gain meaning, stories begin to flicker in movement and sound. The clan discovers not only survival, but a strange, subtle power, the ability to extend life beyond the cycle of sun and moon. This is the heartbeat of humanity's journey, the fire that allowed fragile creatures to defy nature's cruelty. And yet, it was not free. Every ember required tending, every flame demanded vigilance. If the fire died, the night reclaimed its dominion, and the predators returned. In the crackle of flame was both promise and peril, a balance as delicate as the lives it sustained. Now, leap forward millions of years. The fire that once danced at the edge of survival has become the energy that fuels our cities, powers machines, lights the skyline with an artificial dawn. Yet the question remains, have we tamed energy, or has it tamed us? Are we masters of fire, or merely servants to the ever-hungry blaze that began with a single strike of lightning? Here in this tale of survival, the ancient world whispers its warning. Fire was never just warmth. It was power, and power always demands a price. The night stretches long, but the clan no longer fears it, as they once did. Around the circle of flames, their shadows leap across the ground, their movements primal yet purposeful. A child reaches toward the light, and the matriarch pulls him back, her gesture stern but protective. The message is clear, even without words fire gives, but it also destroys. They learn by watching, by mimicking, by surviving together in the glow of this fierce new ally. The predators that once prowled at the edges now linger farther away, their eyes glinting in frustration, unable to breach the fiery barrier. For the first time, the hunters of the night are not in control. The clan experiments. They bring branches, dried grass, and bones feeding the flames with hesitant offerings. Each crackle teaches them something. Fire consumes fire, transforms, fire responds. Its hunger mirrors their own, and slowly they understand that to survive, they must feed not only themselves, but the very force that protects them. This is not just survival, it is the birth of stewardship, the first fragile step toward mastery over nature. But the fire cannot be carried like a stone or bone tool. When storms vanish and flames fade, the clan is left vulnerable again. Panic sets in as the light dies, the embers glowing weaker, the cold creeping back. They learn desperation, blowing, fanning, guarding the last breath of flame against the night wind. Some nights they succeed, clutching the precious glow until dawn. Other nights the fire dies, and with it comes the return of fear, the circling predators, the shivering bodies pressed together for warmth. Fire is a miracle, but it is also fragile, reminding them that life itself is a balance between holding on and letting go. As seasons change, so too does their relationship with the flame. They learn where lightning strikes most often, where dry grass can spark into an inferno. They learn patience, waiting for storms to gift them the divine. Fire becomes a cycle of ritual, a dance with the elements. Take too much, and it burns you. Respect it, and it gives you life. Their eyes reflect its glow, their minds expand with its possibilities. And so, the clan's story becomes larger than survival. Around the fire, new bonds form alliances, strengthened knowledge passes from one generation to the next. The fire is not just heat and light. It is memory. It is the first hearth, the first sanctuary, the first flicker of culture. In its glow, fear is eased, hunger is softened, and imagination begins to stir. Fast forward through the echoes of time, and humanity's fire has grown into something far greater. Oil, coal, gas, nuclear fusion, each a transformation of that first flame, each carrying the same dual nature of salvation and destruction. Our cities burn with energy, our machines roar with it, our world spins faster under its grip. Yet the same questions the clan once faced still echo today. How much control do we truly have? And what will happen if the flame we depend on finally consumes us instead? The clan awakens to a dawn still scented with smoke. Embers glow faintly in the ashes, fragile reminders of the storm's gift. A young member crouches low, breathing life into the dying coals. A spark catches smoke, thickens, and soon a flame flickers again. The group leans in, awe heavy in their eyes. They have not created fire, but they have learned to keep it alive. This moment marks more than survival. It marks continuity, the fragile thread tying one day to the next. In a world of endless struggle, they now hold a piece of permanence. Their days revolve around the fire. Food once gnawed raw is now roasted, softened into forms easier to chew and digest. Their bodies grow stronger, their nights longer, their health subtly reshaped. The fire does not only protect, but transforms their very biology. The weak may endure a little longer, the young may grow with fewer scars, the old may share wisdom a few more nights before fading into the soil. This fragile flame is rewriting the script of evolution, not with violence, but with warmth and light. Yet nature does not relent. Rain falls without warning, soaking their hides, threatening to extinguish their treasure. Wind howls through the grasslands, scattering sparks and smoke. The clan learns vigilance, guarding the flame as fiercely as their own children. They shelter it under stones, cradle it in carved hollows, shield it with their own bodies when storms rage. Their survival becomes a pact: protect the fire, and it will protect you. Let it die, and you return to the mercy of darkness. Time moves in cycles, and with every passing moon, their dependence deepens. Fire shapes their rhythms, their movements, even their thoughts. It becomes the center of their world, the silent sun they can command. But in this dependency lies danger. For when the fire is lost, the clan feels stripped bare, their courage shaken, their unity frayed. The same force that empowers also enslaves, binding their fate to an element they cannot yet create on their own. Millennia later, humanity would carry this pact forward. From torches to hearths, from forges to engines, fire would grow into energy, the invisible flame coursing through wires, churning in turbines, splitting atoms, lighting the world with artificial suns. And just as their ancestors once guarded embers with desperate care, modern humans guard reactors, oil fields, and grids with the same vigilance. Energy has always been life's fragile tether, both gift and curse. The contrast between then and now is stark. Where the clan huddled against predators in the savannah today, we huddle in cities built of steel and glass. Where they feared the loss of a flame, we fear blackouts, shortages, collapses of the systems that power our every breath of convenience. Yet beneath the surface, the same story burns without energy, without fire. Humanity trembles at the edge of the dark.